check this shit out. When I sign in, bam, the whole screen, Cube Conquerors, everything. Bam, next stream, Fatigue Express. So much shit. Oh shit, where's my sound? Alright. Alrighty, hey, yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFOPVE on my, this time my Swordmaster. And guys, we are level 48, so we pretty much have a pretty good idea as to how the skills will work on this class. My initial impression, you know, if you guys were watching the other videos with this class, you know, I didn't know how this class really played out. And it wasn't until about I got to this level that I started to realize how strong the skills that I have are. I only really know this class in the aspect of the bludgeon, but if you're playing it with another weapon, it's going to be different than what I'm playing right now. You're going to focus on different skills than I am, but you guys can see, actually, in fact, I was using a short sword for a while. Now, I wanted to see the illusion sword, how good it was, and it was almost useless. There's a new skill right there if you guys haven't seen that one. But the illusion sword on the bludgeon, obviously, pretty much a main skill, staple skill. Causes a lot of damage, but the arcane sword blast is a new one. It should be. It's hard to remember what my last video was. I've been leveling up like frantically, but you know, I'm getting an idea of how the class plays, honestly, guys. So what I'm noticing is, of all the classes, this one seems to have probably the highest deeps out of all the ones that I play. Pretty much for the sheer fact that I'm using a really high enhanced bludgeon, but bludgeon in itself is really strong. So I mean, a couple reasons for that. But anyway, guys, you guys can see I can pretty much always use like 1 or 2 skills and pretty much wipe groups of guys right there. I can leave the illusion sword to just work enemies, and like I said, low cooldown on that skill as well. You get skills like this, the flash, which does tons of AoE damage. The personal favorite, I don't know, a lot of people don't like this one, but the crescent right there, it's like a spin move. Really useful skill just because of the range on it. Relatively low cooldown as well. Ascent I'm not liking as much because you kind of got to change, not as much as Charge Crash if we were going to compare the 2 skills, but it's still alright. So, like I said, the Crescent, really good skill. Look at the Y-axis range, can hit twice, you can charge it up for more distance. Just a lot of AoEs, guys. That one I don't really like that much, but, you know, you guys can see the pattern here. It's like, use 1 skill, defeat whole rooms. And I didn't feel that early on, but I'm definitely feeling it now. Look at that. You feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Are you kidding me? My build may be a little bit wonky right now. I'm working on it, mostly because I have a Tactician's contract, so I get like skills 5 levels before I'm supposed to, so bam! Just crushing, man. So I'm like over-leveled on some skills, I don't really know. So once my build goes back to normal, I'll know exactly what skills I want to get, but yeah, you can kind of see, at least from the skill build that I have right now, what kinds of skills I like running. And like I said, you really don't need that many skills on this class. Just use a couple of them. Bam. Whatever you decide to use, you'll clear the room most likely. Illusion sword, even though it's you know, not as much damage as something like the arcane sword or something like that, still a lot of damage. You can see actually this class doesn't, or at least this weapon type doesn't really focus too much on the arcane or the elemental sword, but like any of the Swordmaster classes, can get benefits from it, so turn it on whenever you want. Just know that, at least for the bludgeon, you're going to be doing most of your damage just on whatever skills you want to use. Bam! There's a flash damage, there's a charge damage, gonna follow it up, let's charge it up right here, hit him with the illusion sword, and then the arcane sword. I love the bludgeon, man, and I really do love the skill set. I think she's one of those classes that you really have to get to like 45 pretty much. And I didn't even use the 45 skill, I apologize, we'll get it next run. But you really do have to use, get a few levels like when you get your higher level skills. Just because the higher level skills, I would say this is mostly a cube class. You know, you use the high cube skills, these strong ones like this one, and, you know, Ascent, and all that. So just use 1 cube skill, kill the whole room. High deeps, high AoE, or relatively high AoE, high deeps. Alrighty guys, so I didn't mention it actually, but if you look at the bottom of the screen right now, probably not when I upload this, but at least right now while I'm recording it, there's the Express FP event. It's probably one of my favorite leveling events in the game. It's the first time I've seen it actually. Is basically the Express Fatigue, it basically costs 2 FP per room, so every time you do a room, it costs 2 FP instead of the normal 1, and obviously to benefit off of that, or to kind of make that worthwhile, you get double EXP from pretty much everything else, like mob kill and dungeon clear EXP. So It's just, in effect, a way to play the game half as fast and still get the same amount of EXP, you know. Double EXP, but you use up double FP. It's kind of a good trade-off, especially, I think the reason I like this event so much is, although I can't play for as long, I still get the same benefits. I can play multiple characters, right? I could just burn all the FP on all those characters, whereas, you know, if I wanted to burn the FP normally, it would take, you know, obviously twice as long. So, you know, it's just a time saver. I'm a big time-saving guy, so this is my kind of event, definitely. And I'm going to be trying to capitalize at least on these couple days. It is over the course of the whole weekend, so I'm going to try to capitalize on it, on all my characters, see if I can get a few levels. I already played my Azure earlier today, which I've been neglecting severely, and yeah, it's really been paying off. I really like this event. Odds are they're not going to do it very often just because I think people can really abuse it. Especially, I think this is more, not your main character, just more your alt characters, you know. You want to level up your alt characters, don't want to play them for that long, here you go. One thing I didn't do, by the way, speaking on something else, is use the Phoenix Feathers, which I am racking those up. I think the Phoenix Feathers actually add some tremendous damage and, you know, elemental confusion. I have an ice katana, but I'm hitting with fire explosion damage as well. So, elements are really weird in this game, you know. You can stack them like that. It's like, no problem. I'll hit both of them. Who cares? Who really cares? Get wrecked, though. Ooh, I got wrecked. And that skill, I have it for utility, but I forget it does no damage now. I'm starting to see I have a problem with my weapons. Excuse me. My weapons are breaking like rapidly, especially with the Vagabond. My Vagabond cannot go through 2 dungeons without her weapon breaking just because of how often she hits. This class doesn't hit as often, obviously, because it's pretty much a one-hitter quitter class, but like, still, my weapon is showing to be a problem here, so gotta keep that up. Oh, cancel me out of that? Well, I'm gonna cancel your life then. Okay. Hit him with the flash. Like I said, damage is... I think the damage is deceptively high, I think, is the best way to put it, because you don't think these skills hit for as hard as they're gonna hit, but they do. They, like, at this level, you're not supposed to be killing these guys that quickly with just one skill, you know, and you generally use 2 skills to kill groups of enemies like that or something like that, but no, it's like almost every one of my skills just decimate the whole room. It's as easy as that, so I really can't describe it. You're gonna have to try it yourself, at least with the case with the bludgeon. You know, just try out, you know, different builds and stuff with your weapon type, and just look at it, because the Swordmaster is like really hard to describe in terms of, you know, how her playstyle is. Just her playstyle really is just use one skill and clear the room. Doesn't really matter which skill it is. It's kind of shocking, honestly. I mean, I didn't get to show it off, but I killed Lotus in the previous region. I killed him faster than any class I've ever been able to kill him on. Even the Vagabond, you know, which I've agreed is extremely powerful. Killed it faster than the Vagabond, killed it faster than my Elven Knight, killed it faster than any of the other classes I've played. Look at that crap. 3 skills and he's dead. So, I mean, obviously this is accordance to my plus 12 weapon, but what I'm saying is she's utilizing that plus 12 weapon as strong as you can possibly can. Like, that's, her percentages are just crazy. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope I was able to show off a little bit more cohesive gameplay of the Swordmaster. I'm going to be leveling this up as well as my other alternate characters, so you might expect to see some of those because of the Burning or Express FP event. So, you know, it took me until I did like 3 more dungeons before I realized, Rick, you didn't even show off the 45. Fucking idiot. Alright, guys. This is 45 right here. Yeah! There's a lot of damage. It's really a good skill to use in conjunction with the other ones. Just kind of throw it out there and just barrage attack. And because I'm using one of the strongest weapons, the bludgeon, it's devastating. I'd probably use it right there. I just want to show it off. But yep, and we got the C-Card Silver Greaves. Nice. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you knights later. Sell some shit.